Subscribe to our YouTube Club 520. We clowning on that mother.
Just hit the button.
God.
Don't ask more questions.
Subscribe.
Obviously, you know what I'm saying? You go on draft night. How was that process for you? Because you know what I'm saying? You number 2 pick.
Yeah, that was it was a cool, draft process when I hear everybody else's horror stories, But like I was blessed. It was cool. I did one workout and when the balls dropped, we were we knew that I would go to Philly because John Wall was legit. So John Wall was the consensus, and I just knew like when number 2 dropped, it's like, oh, I guess I'll be a Philadelphian or whatever. So luckily that was the case, and we went and did a workout, and everything worked well until the first game. And then life changed.
What happened the first game, bro?
No, just like shit was real. Like shit, I was like, I was supposed to come in and be Brian, right? Like, so we talking about what happened the first game. Like, I not lying, like shit. I had to go talk to my sponsors. So when people like, yo, I got partners, like, bro, I didn't have them by the second year. So
Why did you think you was coming to the league and you was gonna be the man on Philly?
Because I was cold.
You was wrong. You wasn't saying clearly, but that was Iggy and them team.
Yeah, you got drafted to a tough team.
Bro.
And to be honest with you, I'm just joking. I got drafted to a really good team in a really good situation. And when I thought of Philly, I was like, no, I want to go to Golden State at number 7 because I wanted to play with Steph. Like, Paul's really, really bad. And I just knew the fit. And I knew Dre wasn't no slouch. But back in the day, people forget, we just started going into this team ball. Like, before, it was like a couple years before that, like the Trailblazers didn't draft KD because they didn't think B-Roy and KD, like it had to be one alpha guard, one alpha big type situation.
Yeah.
So when it came down to it, like I really just showed up and it was like, it was Dre's team and you kind of got like really get in where you fit in. So that development of what you saw John Wall get, I'm not saying I've been John Wall or even Wesley Johnson. He was in Minnesota cracking and, getting crazy opportunity. But it was a cool, experience, and that was probably one of my favorite teams.
Who not grabbed you? That's crazy. But yeah, right? What vet really took you under their wings though and gave you the game?
Right away.
Yeah, right away.
Right away, Lou Williams.
Shout out to Lou.
Shout out to Lou. Yeah, I think he just took a liking into me because I just thought, he's like, bro, what's to this, man? But I remember like one of the first couple of days, he picked me up and we went to the gun range and they just took me around the city and that's the first real time I ever got drunk was with Lou Williams. And
Damn, Lou.
Yeah. No,
real fan.
No, but it was some real stuff. So I was chopping it up. I was going through like some rough rookie stuff, and I'm talking about like I'm in the dumps. So we lose in Philly. Doug Collins is he's definitely being tough on me in a sense. We lose in Philly. We land in Detroit. So he's like, meet me in the lobby in 20 minutes. It's not an option. So I meet him in the lobby. We go next door at a bar. And he's just like, you got like 8 shots lined up type shit. And he's like, he's just starting to talk. He's like, look, bro, this game of basketball is supposed to be fun. It shouldn't be up and down. Like, if you bring this shit home with you, you're going to be mad every single goddamn day. He's like, you ain't had fun since you've been here. He's like, just let that shit go. Be who you going to be. But like, you can't bring this shit home with you. Like, you going to literally let your head explode. And he's like, that's it. Just go out there, try, hoop, and finesse from there, but like you can really hoop. And I was like, all right, bet. And he's like, okay, now make sure you finish these shots. So like, I took like 2 or 3 shots like off the bat. But I remember like Lou was somebody I could always like rely on or relate to because he had went through everything as a player. Like when I would trip in practice and be like, man, you got me running your plays, but I ain't running them in the game. He'd be like, motherfucker, like when I was your age, they would take me out of practice and a coach would practice. You understand what I'm saying? So when it came down to it, it's like I got real game from him. Elton Brand was super cool.
EB.
And then obviously Iguodala, we had butted heads to start, but eventually towards the end of my first year, we became like brothers. Like by the 4th year, we didn't even play on the same team, but I was the best man in his wedding. And then, when he had his daughter, he named her Evan. And it was like, I felt this so like, when we got to that level of like friendship and like connecting, I just felt like we had like a relationship that was just bigger than basketball. And that was what I really took from those vets because even my ups and down times, I could always count on them and depend on them, even if I felt like I didn't have a friend.
All right, so after them shots of E and J, when did you?
The Irving joke, yeah, shit.
No, what was them shots though?
It was Henny.
It was Henny. Shout out to the sponsor.
To the guy.
No, it's Patron. It's Patron.
Nah, that was Henny.
that was Henny.
It was Henny.
Yeah, that was Henny. Actually, it's Henny. Yeah.
Nah,
Yep.
It was only lighting, but that was Hennessy though.
That's what I'm saying. And I had a shot of cranberry, and that was it.
so when did you start getting comfortable in the league though? What?
I think there's different levels of comfort. Not even so much playing, but so much is just like saying forget it and accepting my role. You know, I think one thing that occurred was I came in super early. You know, when you listen to your agents and stuff, you're trying to carry a brand. So
Yeah.
I could have been like a prima donna type shit, and I was. But I think one thing when I started getting comfortable is just really buying into like the team atmosphere and really accepting my role and not really worried about like what people think and just trying to go from worry about being great to just getting good each day, but also just swimming. You know, when you get selected high, like you look at Anthony Bennett, they cut, you know, Anthony Bennett could still be good, but like they undercut him quick. I'm like, bro, you sad. Like he didn't get like 2 thorough years. He was done within like 20 games type shit. So
Yeah.
I was just on some like sink or swim and like try to figure out how to be the best player I could.
And that's one thing that they don't speak about a lot. It's like when you come in the league, especially when you have expectations, there's no time for you to fuck up. You have to be blessed to be in a good organization or to have good vets. If you don't have either one of them, or if you don't have both, shit can get real spooky. And then, like you said, you bring work home with you. You all in your head trying to play basketball. You forget how good you are with that shit.
And playing in Philly, bro.
That told y'all the worst fans ever.
Yeah, and playing in Philly is definitely different. So I felt as though like being in Philly for that little bit of time really kind of, not saying like made us sick on the sense of how I like view the game of basketball. I was just like, you know, kind of like, fuck it, I'm gonna have fun with it. But once I left Philly, there was nothing ever that serious that was like that bad or tough because all that pressure there was OD. I was supposed to be the number 2 pick and do whatever. I went complete opposite and had to like continue to swim. You know what I'm saying? After my 4th year in the league, dudes were signing for 30-something million and I'm getting all for 250,000. You know what I mean? Like when dudes are signing, like it was damn near like September. I damn near didn't have a place to go.
Damn.
I'm 25 years old. Like people are hitting the streets asking me, you staying in the league or going overseas? So like when you sitting down, you like, damn, just 4 years ago I had shit popping.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So like I just felt like I had to really, you know, lock in, buckle in, but like almost on like some entourage shit when it came to Vinny Chase. Like, bro, I'm not getting lead roles no more. You know what I'm saying? And that was just like the real thing.